In this video, I'm going to talk about getting planned and organized for making games, especially your next step. Tune in to ADHD Game Dev channel. You're here, I'm here, we might as well have a conversation, right? We all get dressed up for nothing, did we? Okay, let's do this thing. I want to talk to you about my ideal organizational Brandon versus the actual getting stuff done Brandon. They're not the same person. And if you didn't already, check out Tiny The Last Wayfinder. It's on Steam. You can wishlist it. It's going to be tough for you to wishlist it because I know you already did, right? Don't leave me hanging. Come on. All right. I started out, let's jump over to my other computer. You're going to lose respect for me as we go along because I'm going to start out and you're going to be so impressed with me, but then by the time we're done, you're going to go, what is wrong with this guy? The Millinote board is so pretty. Isn't this pretty? I found so much pretty reference and it really got me inspired in the first place. This image right here, this one, the hero image, it's just a log with a mushroom. That was the one I just could envision, a little tiny little character coming up over top of it. And I made it a reality. If you watch the trailer for Tiny The Last Wayfinder, I made that a reality. I had a vision, I took an image to hold on to it, and I made it a reality. Yes, we did. I'm so pleased with that. Accomplishing things is so satisfying. It's so satisfying. Wisman's wood is so pretty. Oh, I love all this moss. I wish I could do, I need to maybe revisit and I'll get more moss, but I love this tangled trees and woods and moss and these macro images. Oh, it's nice. So from there, I have a lot of stuff that I wanted to accomplish, and I start to put together a Trello board. Oh, yes, I'm so organized. I have a Trello board. Don't worry about if you see something on here and you're like, oh, is he going to do this, that, or the other thing? Don't worry. You're probably thinking too highly of me still. I haven't reduced your opinion yet. We're getting there. I'll reduce your opinion. Don't you worry. So I was able to get through and put things in a checklist, a punch list of what to do, but I sort of devolve into a note that is a punch list. Okay, that's not really the best thing. I've got a punch list of 15 out of 18 things. Technically, the entire Trello board is supposed to be the punch list, so why did I make a note that says punch list? I'm drifting. I'm not using it right. But it is satisfying to be able to take a thing and drop it over here or to mark it off the list. And it's really good because you have a track record of what you actually accomplished. That can be really helpful. But I'm being honest with you when I tell you I've never actually finished a game while using Trello. And which sucks because I happen to like it. I enjoy it. I like the cards. I like the layout. It's good. And I do like that kind of thing. But I just never have finished a game using that. I have finished games. If you look up Fold Up Games on itch.io, you can find a bunch of stuff that I actually finished, and you can play it right now. I say that to prove to you that being as crazy as I am and as chaotic as I am, am I chaotic good or chaotic evil? Don't know. As chaotic as I am, I still get stuff done. I still accomplish things, and you could see that a game like my namesake, my channel's namesake, Fold Up, that's an expression of what I like in a game. It's something fun and creative and interesting and different and just a different perspective. That's what I'm getting into with my next game. In Tiny here, it's just a different, Tiny The Last Wayfinder is a different perspective on the world. And it's good. You start to see this collection of things that you made, but how do we get there? Look at me, I'm getting on topic. How do we get there? How do we accomplish things when we're as scattered as we are? I've got a couple things. Well, I've got my notepad, my notes here on my Google Docs because, well, it's a shared thing. I can open this on my phone and I've got a punch list. That's good. And I don't use it. I don't use it. I stack up and I stack up and I stack up and I add things to the Trello and I add things to the Word. And these now are starting to conflict and starting to cross. And then I finally say, you know, I really need to just write down some notes real quick. And this is where I live. In a flipping notepad note, it's a scratch list. I've got whiteboards. I don't use my whiteboards. I got a mini whiteboard that I invented with a little 3D printed stand that I invented so that I could have a little whiteboard stand on my desk. It's great. Do I have anything on it? No. No. I have a Trello board. Am I using it? No. I got logged out of it, and it added friction, and I couldn't get back in for a minute, and so I had to fiddle around to get back in, and that was, wow, you can't use that. It took me 2 seconds. Can't do that. So the easiest, quickest, lowest friction thing is the one that winds up getting used. It's the notepad because it's right there and I can just click it. Is it the best organization system? No, it's not. But it does have immediacy. It has immediacy. And I think the most important thing I have on here is what I'm doing next. I have the top of the list, do this next. I mean, I've got a punch list and stuff that I need to do, and I've got them, you see here they are marked off with an X and a tab. That's very professional. Of what I need to do generally. I've got the actual to finish the game, to get to the light at the end of the tunnel, and to actually ship this darn thing. I got to do these things. All right. And then the other things I don't got to do. Okay. I got to get sound effects. I got to get soundscapes. I want to do a night sky. I'd like to have weather and rain in this game. Okay. But what I really need to know in order to sit down at my computer, open it up, and actually do something, I need to have one single actionable, doable thing. Okay, so your next top of the list thing that you ought to be adding, whether you're being organized in a Trello board or you're just scribbling it on a napkin or you got a tattoo, you just need to have the next thing to work on, and it's got to be actionable. That is the secret that I have unlocked. Okay, that's the secret that I have unlocked, is the great mystery, is it's got to be actionable. That means that your note for what you're doing next time is not add the boss fight. Add the boss fight is too much. You can't do that. Don't say add the boss fight. Say add the boss placeholder sprite. Or if you've already gotten some animations, you say add the boss health bar. Or let him take damage. Or let the boss death trigger the next level. You see what I mean? These are very specific, very, very down in the weeds kind of things that you need to do. And what you're going to do is you're going to pop open that old computer of yours and you're going to see that note that says trigger next level. Okay. And all of the other notes that you've got out there, you can ignore them because past you was a little bit more on the ball. Past you was a little bit more reliable and said, can you please work on this next thing for me? Okay, now present day you shows up with your hair all in a mess and says, oh, I have a note of one thing to do, and I made this note at 1 a.m. last night. All right, fine. And the cool thing about having an actionable single item that you can do is that you know when it's finished. It also sets you up so that the next time you sit down to work on it, you can leave yourself a note for that time. So when you finish what you're doing, if you've got the punch list, like I've got a punch list of things to do in general, whether it's on Trello or in the notepad, I got a list of things. I know also in my head logically what needs to happen. If I'm doing well and things are flowing, I can grab something else off the list and tackle it because I feel like it. But before I finish up my work session for the day, what I really ideally want to do is add myself another note for next time. Next time you open this computer, next time you're sitting here, please work on this, okay? You are unreliable. I'm sorry to be the one to break that to you. You are so unreliable. You know this. You know this. I'm all red. You're so unreliable. But you've got moments of brilliance. You've got moments of lucidity. You've got moments when you're really on the ball. So when you have some clarity enough to write a note that says, do this next time, maybe you can make the choice to listen to that guy, okay? So when Brandon wakes up and he's all a mess and he doesn't feel like doing anything and he's like, I just want to go with a remote control in my hand and the YouTube, that guy can pop open this notepad and it says one single actionable goal that a slightly more reliable version of myself left last time he was here. So leave yourself a note so that future you, that slacker, will have something to work on. Do you know what I'm saying, don't you? It's like there's two versions of you and you never know which one's going to show up to work. So my advice to you is to organize yourself in a way that actually legitimately, no BS, actually works for you. Not the ideal way that you think you should be using, but use the one that you're actually going to use. And for me, the key is I use the system with the least friction. When I logged on to Trello and it says, hey, you're logged out, log in again, I was done, never using it again. That system it's dead. It's dead. Why? Because of the limited amount of friction. This, by the way, is why I've preferred Godot over some other softwares, because it's open and it doesn't make me log in or update if I don't want to. I can just click it and run it. For me, lower friction wins. Lower friction wins. So for me, that mentality defaults into my organization systems too. The lower friction option is just Notepad. Not ideal, but it wins because it's the easiest. Okay? So there you go. That's my advice for you. Pick a system or just use it or let it evolve, and don't lie to yourself about who you really are. I'm trying not to lie to myself. This Trello organized board over here reflects my mind in something that I think is honest about me and about my values. And it's not something that I live to, because this is an ideal I can't live up to. It's not an ideal that I can live up to, but I can live up to a Notepad. So it's better for me to be honest with it. And I leave myself a note about what to do next time. Okay, if you didn't already, wishlist Tiny, the last Wayfinder. If you didn't already, remember, be awesome. Subscribe to the channel too. Get out of here.